And then, well, this is an info dump. I wrote it in the notes because that's what it is. Right now, we start getting into Kahlan's history. But it starts with a segue through why quads, I mean, they're called quads, but why they always have Ford guys.
40, wow.
Ford
That's
guys.
a lie.
They have Ford guys. But why they always have 4 soldiers.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's one man who is going to get touched by Kahlan's power. Yeah. Then there's 3 other guys to kill him and the confessor. So, she touches one of the guys, and he switches sides. We still don't know exactly the nature of her magic, but that guy then feels the need to kill the other 3 dudes. So, what they're saying is he'll probably get 1.
Yeah.
He might even get 2, but he is definitely not going to be able to kill 3 whole dudes. And then at this point, the confessor's power is like drained, right? So it's kind of a one-off weapon, and you got to recharge. And she can't defend herself anymore, and there's 1 guy left.
Right.
That's the theory behind the sending 4. I know nothing about sending quads after people, but maybe try 5.
I thought maybe just get a net or some shit.
Just grab her and like, I'm not touching you.
Yeah.
She wouldn't make it back to the people's palace.
No, you drag the net.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you drag them on the ground for miles and miles, they would die.
This is like, this is bad. Like, you're a bad person.
Oh.
Bad people. These are bad people.
Do that to bad people? Well, yeah. I'm always good
the bad
for...
people would do this.
Yes, bad people would do this. But not if bad people wanted Kahlan alive. Then they probably wouldn't do this.
Yeah, that's true.
Just a theory.
That's true.
But yeah, I mean, fucking smart though, right?
Yeah.
He's put some thought into this.
Yeah, for sure.
But again, I say 5,
Yeah.
Up your odds. So sometimes there was only 1 guy left, but that would be enough because her power was spent. But apparently just 1 guy by himself is laughable. Like, she's not even worried about it.
Yeah.
Even a little bit. All she has to do is touch him, and they're hers. And apparently she can touch people really fast.
Yeah.
Once, it hasn't explained it this way, but once she initiates using whatever her power is, time stops in a way. And she's able to just reach out and get ya. And she can, yes, a snake bite in super slow-mo. Still really fast. But what this says about this guy, okay, is that he knew he wasn't going to be able to stand up to Kahlan. He knew it going in because she has had time to recharge and he is by himself.
Yeah.
So he was going in for his death.
I understand the merit of going in, never quitting. This is my duty. I have to do it. But it seems really counterproductive to be like, I can't beat her on my own, but I'm going to do it anyways, instead of heading back to base camp or sending a letter back and being like, hey, so my buddies died. Can you send me some more?
You got 3 more guys?
Or 4. Send a whole new quad. I'll hang out with them and we're, 1 better.
Yeah. 5 deep. Always better.
Yeah, exactly. Like you were just saying, you were literally just explaining. But no, he was just a dedicated suicide soldier.
Well, more power to you, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, there is a pretty severe change of feels, I guess you could say. So it goes from these quads to memories of her past, and specifically her sister, okay? Whenever Kahlan thinks about the quads, she thinks about her sister and what a quad did to her sister. Yeah. So when Kahlan was a little girl, her mom became very sick, and she died. So she moved in with her best friend, Denis, and her mom. And it was from that day on that they called each other sister. And they're super happy about this. They're best friends. So, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sad condition, but...
Yeah, best outcome.
Yeah. Silver linings, right?
Right.
On the snake cloud?
Yeah, right. Aw. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Kahlan had more power than Denis, and she came to protect her. So in a way, Kahlan was kind of the big sister.
Yeah.
And, you know, well, yeah, I could understand feeling protective, like your little brothers, or like in my case, my kids, you know? After using her power, Denis could take several days to regain her strength, but it only took Kahlan like an hour or two.
Yeah. And also, Denis, like, hates doing her job. She's like a terrible confessor.
I don't know that she hates doing her job. I think it's way bigger of a pain in the ass for her to do her job.
Well, no, but it said she didn't enjoy it, and Kahlan didn't either, but she would suck it up and do it, because that's just the type of person Kahlan is.
Yeah, but I also think that it's less of a price for Kahlan to pay.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
So I will change my earlier statement. Yeah, she probably fucking hates being a confessor. We know that they can't, like, take a mate, or at least Kahlan has an issue with having a person so far.
Yeah.
And this power makes her different, and she, like, regrets it at times.
But it only takes her an hour or two to recover, so it's not that bad.
Right, so she gets over it. But Denis, obviously, it takes much, much longer. So this meant that Kahlan would take confessions in Denis' place on occasion to, like, just save her the fucking hassle.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they're sisters. That's what you do. On one of these occasions, Kahlan was on her way home after taking the confession of a murderer. So these young girls are routinely seeing killers and, like, people convicted of awful, awful shit.
Yeah.
And they're young and they have to, like, take confessions from people, and then they're told awful, awful truths about what people did to other people.
Yeah, and that is one of the things that they said that she didn't like looking in the eyes of them.
Yeah, like, ugh.
Yeah.
You have to go listen to some terrible shit every day when you're just little and want to go play.
And get close to some probably pretty gross dudes.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I stand corrected. You're absolutely right. She probably fucking hates her job.
I would, yeah.
So she's headed home, and that is when she hears crying coming from the brush. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm about crying because my glass is empty, and I really need a refill.
You know what? Me too, and I feel super bad for both of us.
Yeah.
So
no.
I think it's time for the beer break.
I think so too. So this week we are drinking Blonde Valdez from Pike 51 Brewing Company.
We have a growler full of it, so we're gonna drink a lot of it tonight.
Jade got a gift card for Christmas, so we went to Pike and we were like, well, we're just going to get a growler because that's what you do. And we had never heard of or tried this beer before, so we decided to take a stab at it.
It is only 5.6%. It has 15 IBU. It's a blonde ale. It's one of the most approachable styles. A golden or blonde ale is an easy drinking beer that is visually appealing and has no particularly dominating malt or hop characteristics.
I agree.
Yeah.
I will say, I think what you just read kind of explains it all. I want to say maybe I'm a little underwhelmed with this beer.
It's a coffee blonde, so there's a hint of coffee. It's like if you are drinking coffee that's been brewed like twice, so you're just drinking like warm bean water, but not even really bean water.
Bean water? Well, I think it tastes a little better than that.
No, but I mean, like that hint of...
Yeah.
That hint of the bean, you know?
Yeah. Oh, no, totally. But, you know, again, I feel like even though if it's in there, it's not very strong. I just think it's a little watered down.
Yeah,
but that's just my opinion.
No, I agree. But it is a blonde, so that's okay. I'm gonna keep drinking it, and we will be back right after this.
And we're back. And I'm glad that we again poured ourselves some more beer, just like the last episode. It's not good. So Kahlan finds Denis in the brush off the side of the path or the road, and her skirt is pushed up, and her arms have been brutally broken. She just wanted to walk back with Kahlan because Kahlan did her a solid by going to do the confession job, and that's when the quad found her.
Yeah, terrible luck.
So Kahlan cradled Denis in her arms and gave Denis the bone necklace that she had gotten from her mom,
Mm-hmm.
and she told Denis that it would protect her. And Denis says, "Nothing can protect me now. Remember me, Kahlan. Remember the fun we had." And then she dies. And we gave Carl a lot of shit in the last episode. And I mean, of course, we were joking and laughing and having fun, but there's nothing funny about this. Ugh. Darkenroll is the fucking worst.
Yeah, she does say that you need to kill the dude for me.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Kill him. And Kahlan promises that she will.
Like, I get the sentiment in giving the bone necklace to Denis, but it's not going to help a dead girl.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean, I think that was more of a sentimental, a heartfelt gesture than an actual she's comforting her. At the very least, and I mean, maybe it's an awful thing to suggest, but, like, put it around her neck, and then she dies, and like, okay, I'm going to take this back, because I'm alive, and I kind of need it.
Yeah, I mean, I totally get the sentimental, like, here, take this, wear it with you as you travel into the underworld. But once she's dead. I'm sorry, practicality wins out in this situation. It's not like nowadays, you could just go buy another necklace.
True, but I also feel like this is before Kahlan met Addie.
Yeah.
So Kahlan may not really fully understand the significance of the bone that she has. So it might just be like, my mom gave this to me. I'm giving this to you because you are like, her mom protected Kahlan, you would imagine, and Kahlan protected her little sister. So she's passing on that bone necklace, even if she's going to die, because that's who Kahlan had to give it to.
I mean, I get it. I don't have to like it, though.
That is entirely fair. But yeah, that is the end of the info dump.
Yay. Birdman comes up at the end of it, and he's like, bad memories, because Kahlan is apparently, like, crying, sitting there with her memories.
That was our dog.
Yeah. She apologizes to Birdman for showing weakness, and he's like, dude, being a victim does not make you weak, okay?
Love that.
Yeah. It's a very nice sentiment. He hands Kahlan some seeds, and then he uses his fucking whistle necklace, and he doesn't make any sound when he blows into it, but a yellow bird comes this time. My thing was just like, did he whistle in a different way? Why was it a hawk yesterday, and now it's a yellow bird? Is this magic? Or is it music? Music is magic.
I think it is magic, because birds hear just like the rest of us. It's just sound. So if there's no sound, then they have to be reacting to something. Or can they hear that well?
I was going to say, is it like dogs? Because dogs can hear like higher pitches than we can.
That's true. Maybe it is. We're going to have to look that up.
Although they can hear higher and lower frequencies, no species of birds have shown sensitivity to ultrasonic frequencies. So it'd be a no, I think.
So they're not reactive to ultrasonic.
Right.
Yeah, so they can't hear anything any more than we can. So I think that the fact that the whistle isn't making any sound means that it is magic.
Yeah, I agree. Thanks, Google. The yellow bird comes and eats happily out of Kahlan's hand. He tells her that he thought she might like to see some beauty in a world full of ugliness. And then he asks her if she wants to keep her birdie.
Which is, that's a really nice gesture, right?
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I'm the bird man. Here's a beautiful little bird. That's cool, right? You want this really cool thing? Yeah, I want that really cool thing. But Kahlan, no, she doesn't. She's like, I don't have a right to own that bird. Which, okay, so the Birdman's happy about that, right? He's like, okay, cool. I see where you're coming from. But at the same time, I just offered you a gift, bitch.
Well,
maybe not bitch.
Well, no, it's fine. I would call it. My thing was, I wouldn't be saying no immediately because I had no right. I'd be like, dude, I don't want to have to cage and feed and clean the bird. I got shit to do.
Yeah. Oh, did we just meet? We have some shit going on? and
Yeah.
we need you to do some shit for us so we can do that.
Yeah.
So I don't have time for a pet.
Yeah.